Welcome to the Johnny O Vlogging Show. Today I'm with my brother in Eureka, California, 85 miles south of Crescent City. And we're going to go on a journey he's going to pick the place where we're going to go. So join me through the eyes of Johnny O. Are you ready to go? Join me. Where are we going, Raymond?
I'm going to take you to Fort Humboldt State Park.
Oh, well, tell me about that.
Well, it's an old fort station here. I think it was around late 1800s. And it's actually a California state park that was created for its historical significance. So we're going to go check it out. Oh, there it is right there. See the arrow?
Oh.
But do we turn here or the next one? See right there, Fort Humboldt State Park.
Now we're driving up to Fort Humboldt. Park hours from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. All right, right now we're going to go look and explore.
Let's go.
And as you come up to Fort Humboldt, there's a landmark right by the road here. Look, it's kind of off the concrete right here. But the important thing is, they sure made it visible for you to read. Boy, good thing they have a fire hydrant way out here. I wonder who designed the road here. Why'd they put that in the middle? What's that, Raymond?
Yeah, these poor soldiers, man, they had to live in tents made out of like flimsy plywood. Oh God, no wonder they got tired of that life.
Pretty cool history, huh, Raymond? Is that John Cusack? I'm sure glad they put the office right here.
Where's the office? Okay, we're at the second exhibit. There's a sign there. It's the officers' quarters. Let's see what we got here. Maybe it's not too late to go somewhere else. Maybe there's another place we can go do a show on, because this one we're kind of striking out on the first two exhibits. Great, we got an exhibit here. Well, this is good. At least we got something.
And they got a ghost right here.
Yeah, maybe let's kind of use our imagination.
Overlooking Highway 101.
Fort Humboldt was established in the 1850s, and at that time there weren't any freeways, there weren't any stores that closed. There was just some, land here. So the Humboldt Bay is right near here. Humboldt Bay was a real important port at that point. Humboldt Bay used to actually come a lot closer to the fort. Like where you see Party City and McDonald's, the bay used to come much closer to where it is now. Now it's all been diked in. So then after the Civil War started up, the U.S. military left this area to go fight the Civil War, and then it was staffed by state militia, which was not the federal.
Hey, you know what? You kind of look like Grant. You need a blue hat.
You got one? You got a blue hat? Let's try it out. Okay, this is great. We finally found some kind of, it's like a building, and it looks historical. So finally we got something. So let's go check it out and see what it is. Oh man. Oh God. I thought it was a historical building, but okay, now we got something. We go, whoa, wait a minute.
What?
There's a sign right here.
What?
Right, look to the left.
Oh.
Employees only. We can't even go in there.
Hey, maybe we should be employed here so we can look at the buildings more.
We finally got a building, historical building. Like it's not like a no trespassing, employees only. This is what we get to go on. It's not a blank spot in the line.
Would it be funny if you knocked on the door and someone answered it? That'd be funny.
It says open, look.
Oh, we can go in there? Raymond just opened the door here, and we're gonna go take a look inside. Okay, here we go.
Okay, we're going inside the surgeon's quarters. Here, go. Whoa, look at that.
Press the button.
Is there
Raymond's pressing the button.
What button?
Right there.
Right here we have an exhibit. This is where the surgeons sat by the fireplace, and they enjoyed the fire and roasted chestnuts on open fire. And they also have the Christmas tree up here in the front.
They sure packed around heavy boxes back in the days, huh? Too bad they didn't have card. Did they have cardboard back then?
Well, this is probably how they shipped out in the body part. They shipped in their body parts, like when they had to do liver transplants and stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna push the little button here by the door and find out more history about this room.
You are looking at a room. I know the drapes are in bad condition and the floor is a little dusty, but we do our best here to try to keep this room accurate. We have a stretcher because people got injured here and we took them to this bed to recover. We also have food here and there was coffee in there for him to drink. For the injured one to drink. And the doctor used the desk right here to write. Thank you for visiting the park today and have a great afternoon.
I give you the surgeon's kitchen, which also doubled as a handy surgery room because the knives would all be, they could use them for cooking or amputating or, you know, whatever. It would all be in one place. Then they could sterilize all their, well, they didn't sterilize anything in those days, but they could have if they knew about it. They put in the boiling water when they cooked their stews. Look at those, boy, those...
They didn't have much lighting in there, did they?
Yeah, it was hard when they did the surgery. Maybe they do candles.
There's rat turds right there on the table.
Really?
Okay, I'm gonna push the button again and learn about this room.
Well, I know here at the state park we do have an issue with rats. We have rat turds here on the table, but we're trying our best to make it comfortable for you to be around. And we want to make the rooms look in the pier just like the period. And thank you for coming and watching all of this today.
Well, we can't go there.
Ah, no entry. That looks so interesting up there too.
Yeah. Ready to go to the next building, Raymond?
Yeah, this is finally starting to pay off a little bit. We're starting to see some interesting
We got a building.
stuff.
And we got a shelter in case it starts raining again.
Ulysses S Grant was stationed here in 1854 as a lieutenant.
And he was right in this area right here.
Yeah, this is where he was stationed, and he was a quartermaster, which means he was responsible for all the company's stores and supplies. And while he was here, he was promoted to a captain. Now, it's said that Ulysses S. Grant, he was kind of a loner, kind of kept to himself, and he wasn't crazy about it here. It seemed kind of too far away from all the main action. He wanted to be closer to where all the action was going on.
And right behind his cabin, that would have been all flat. It was probably training ground back there, huh?
No, right behind his cabin was where the main wagon road actually came up into Fort Humboldt.
Okay.
Now, one interesting problem they had here is the soldiers sometimes would raid the commissary, steal food. Well, they would actually, and they would take off to the mines up in Trinity to try to get rich. So what they would do is they would catch them, they'd put on the old-fashioned ball and chain on them and these things and make them do hard labor with balls and chains as their punishment.
What did they look like, the ball and chains?
They were 16 to 18 pound balls. They're like bowling ball size. They got a picture of her right here.
Oh yeah. Raymond's taking a break. We've been walking around quite a bit.
It sure is rough being in the commissary of this old West Fort Humboldt.
Yeah.
This is a reenactment. This is a historical reenactment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure is rough, man. Especially when you got one of these big old ball and chains around your ankle and you have to drag it around. Give me some more of that lamb stew.
Yeah. What were they thinking? Now this is really neat, how they put the old pictures in there, the black and white pictures. Now I feel like I'm back in the 1860s. You mean they did that kind of work in those days?
Ah! You ready to mosey up on the old front porch there, Park?
I'm there, dude. Raymond, Jonathan Clark is watching us, so we better behave in there.
Yeah, he is a surgeon.
Look at this colorful park bench here.
Yeah.
Looks like he could be on U.S. currency, huh? Boy, they sure picked a clear picture for that. Are those edible, Raymond? Do you know?
I don't know. I'll take one and see.
They're not. They're not edible. They're not edible. They're not
We are going into the Fort Hospital. How did they put this big canoe in here?
Maybe they floated it in.
I mean, the canoe is probably 25 feet long. I wonder how they got that through the door. Wow, we're in the main hospital room here, huh, Raymond?
Yeah.
Hey, there's a button here. I'm gonna push the button. Maybe they'll tell us history about this room.
This is a reenactment of life in 1860s hospital in Fort Humboldt.
Hey, doctor, can I get a glass of water?
Well, sir, there's not quite enough water to go around for everyone in the hospital. We must ration.
Oh, my foot hurts. I need help with my foot. Can you get in there, bandage and wrap my foot?
Well, supplies are mighty short up this way, young fella. We're gonna have to do without. We're gonna use some moss to bind it up, like the people did before.
Oh, doctor, okay.
You don't worry, soldier. You will live. Have faith, soldier. You will live.
Well, that was pretty interesting history, huh, Raymond?
Yeah, boy, they sure had it rough in those days. They ran out of gauze bandages, and they had to use moss to bind up wounds. Rough times back then, rough times.
Hey.
But that was a pretty good reenactment. Whoever did that, they were some very talented voice talent. Nice job, whoever did that.
Look at, they sealed up the fireplace here.
Yeah, must have been hard to load wood and with glass.
Glass in the way. They have another thing here.
Oh, this is pretty wild. According to the sign, this was what they used. This is what they used for hospitals before they built the hospital. They used
a tent.
Yeah, they just kind of slapped it together, some sticks and some old worn-out canvas, and that was their hospital.
Huh.
Boy, those were rough times.
I gotta use the bathroom. Oh, look, I can't. The bathroom is locked up. They have a padlock, and it's blocked. I can't get to the bathroom. Now we're on a totally different part of the park. We're gonna look at the logging area here.
The logger's cabin.
Loggers cabin.
It's not as good as a surf. But I think I like that.
Yeah, let's push the button.
Hey, leave me alone. Like I'm tired. I've been working all day. Leave me alone. Go away. Get out of here.
Boy, that logger sure woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Okay, back in the late 19th century, when they would cut down the redwood trees, they would have to cut them in these small lengths you see laying around here. Then they would load them onto these little shipping cars and ship a lot of them down on ships down to San Francisco Bay Area. That's why there's small sections. But come on down and you can see some of the equipment they used to cut up these old redwood trees.
Okay. This is pretty neat. You feel like you're in the 1800s, and then you look over the hill here, and this is what you see. Okay, back to the 1800s again.
Okay, they call these the old steam donkeys. The way these things work is they would heat up the coal or fuel in here, it would burn, it would generate steam, that in turn would turn these pulley systems that would then run saws to saw up the wood. So basically designed to saw up wood, big redwood logs using steam power.
Wow.
Okay, the shingle mills, I mean, it's obvious by the name shingle mill, but they could adjust it and then cut them as thin or thick as they wanted the shingles they wanted on the redwood. So they would just slide them through here and cut off little pieces to make, or slabs, thin slabs to make the roof shingles.
Interesting. How often do you see ferns growing out of a tree? Well, thank you for watching the Johnny O Vlogging Show. I'll have more videos coming up this week, and hope you have a great work week, and I'll talk to you later, and check out my videos on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Have a great day. Goodbye.